Well, good morning everybody, and I hope you're all doing well wherever you are in the world. It's lovely to be here with you all. For those that haven't met me before, my name's Kirsty Ashton and I'm a spiritual medium. It's always a pleasure and a privilege to connect with your loved ones in spirit, because it's all part of the healing journey. When we know that as loved ones are with us, that they're supporting us and they're guiding us, it does help us to heal and to move forwards. We'll always miss them, but they are always with us. So good morning. Hi Kira, hi Jean, hi Krish. Lovely to have you all here. For those that haven't seen me before, sometimes I may go... Sorry, the cats are having a play fight just under my feet. South Africa, lovely Krish. The cats sleep until I've got something to do, and then they play under my feet. For those that haven't met me before, and seen me work, sometimes I will go direct and sometimes I will offer the information out. It just depends. I just try and go with the flow and see what spirit want me to do. So happy to get started. Let's see who we've got with me first. I do feel I have a lady with me, and I do feel she hasn't been past an awful long time. She's feeling quite motherly. She's very nurturing. So this could be a mum for somebody here, or it could be a grandma that was like a mum or a mother figure in your life. That's how she's coming across, but I don't feel she's been gone years and years. I feel it is maybe 1, 2, 3 years, if that. I know it's not been a long time. Let me just see. She's got a beautiful smile. She's happy. And I know when she was here, she was so happy, because she was around those that she loved, and she always wanted to be with her family. She loved her family to bits. She had some good friends. She had a really good sense of humour. I did get the name Amy. This could be a name linked to her or to the sitter here today. And a name that sounds like Lauren, that she's just said. She's just so down to earth. She seems, as she's coming across, her energy just seems like she was carefree. She'd just go with the flow. She wouldn't put too much pressure on herself. No, sorry, she would put pressure on herself to get things done. But she said everything in life is always a process, and you can only take things day by day. So I feel that the sitter here has got a lot of pressure on them recently, and they just feel the weight the weight of the world on their shoulders. So I've got a lady. She is coming across motherly, but it could be a grandmother that was like a mum or a mother figure in your life. She gave me the names of Amy and a name sounding like Lauren. This could be a name around her or around the sitter here. She's a lovely lady. She's very kind and caring. She was always busy, always on her feet doing stuff, and she just went with the flow, but she was so uplifting. She had a really good intuition. She says, I knew with anybody when something were wrong, and she always knew what to do. So I've got Krish. You think it could be a mother-in-law, and Laura is a granddaughter. Let's see, I feel that you got on quite well with her, Krish, because I do feel a closeness there. She's telling me that you were like a daughter to her. I love these cats today. You were like a daughter to her, she's saying. Sorry everybody, just give me a second. Sorry about that everybody, I wouldn't have concentrated with them playing, so I've separated them. It's always when I'm doing something that they've got to be annoying. Yeah, she did regard you as a daughter, but I feel that there's a lot of pressure on you, Krish. Recently there's been so much going on, and she's saying you put a lot of pressure on you, if that makes sense, because you want everything to be perfect. I feel a bit breathless, so I don't know if that's with her, if she had trouble with her chest, or somebody around you at the moment has had breathing problems. She wants you to be proud of yourself. She's saying, I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you all and how you're dealing with everything. She gave me February as a significant month as she had trouble with her chest. It just came on me all of a sudden. I just felt really breathless and my chest felt really tight. And I know she was really stubborn as well, Trish. She says I had a stubborn streak in me, but it gave me some determination. But she's so proud of you. She's so proud of the family. Because there's something been going on and you've had to pull together. And you always pull together in times of need, she's telling me. Her son's birthday is February. She's telling me I could give you nearly every month and there would be something going on. She's given me April as well as a significant month. And November as well. She's going back to the stubbornness, and she says it's good to be stubborn. But she's saying you need to listen to your body. You're always putting everybody before yourself. And she said it's time for you now to have some time for yourself. She goes, even if it's just half an hour. She says you need to put yourself first at times. And she's also given me the number 21. So it could be the 21st of a month, or it could be a door number, it could be somebody's age, but she did give me 21. I know being outside is important to you. You like being out in nature and it helps you feel grounded. And she's saying that that's good. She says, because I always liked being outside, so I felt free and I felt relaxed. I know there's somebody under the weather around you, so there's somebody around you at the minute that's not very well. Because I'm sending healing as well. But I've picked this card for you, and it says flourish. The Lotus Flower Fairy tells you to learn from experience and shed your inner light on any unclear areas of your life or those of others. And I know that also she's saying that you've been asking Spirit a lot of questions recently, and that she loves that she still comes up in conversation on a regular basis. But you are flourishing. You've been on, you're not well at the moment. That's where the healings come in. But also in this card, there's a lot of green, and green for me is my healing colour. But she says you've been on quite a transformational journey. You've had a lot going on in life, and you're learning a lot from everything that's happening as well. And she's saying to just be kind to yourself and just take your time with everything. You don't have to rush. She says, I just want you feeling yourself again and just be you. But this girl, it looks in the card, it looks like she's just taking her time. She's walking through lots of lotus flowers and she feels relaxed. And I feel that your mother-in-law is just trying to bring through that feeling with you, that carefree, relaxed, and just keep looking forward. Because when you look forward, you're heading where you want to be. She says the things that have happened in your past, they're not so nice things. Just try and move forward from them. There's a lot of pink in the card, and pink for me is for love. And I know this lady's got a lot of love for you and the family, but also she says love yourself too. But just keep moving forwards. And she's just bringing you some love and some strength and some support to you and the family to get you through these hard times. Our lotus is very important to you. That's good, it's significant. And the girl in the card, she were holding one in her hand. So thank you for working with me, Krish, and I'll leave this lovely lady's love with you. Let's see who we've got next. I've got a grandmother with me now, and she just came straight in. She's a character, I'll say that. She just bounded in straight away, like she wasn't very patient because she needed to speak. And she's making me laugh. She's got a very good sense of humour, and you didn't always know what was going to come out of her mouth. Oh, you're so welcome, Krish. I hope it helped. She's just a very strong lady, but she is a character. I don't feel she was overly tall, but then I'm 6 foot, so everybody's smaller than me. She's got rollers in her hair. So I know she'd have gone to the hairdressers and had perm or shampoo and set or something. But I feel somebody had put them in at home for her as well, because she liked her hair just so, she's saying. And she's telling me about everything has a place. So I know that if somebody put something away in the wrong place, she'd be like getting up and moving it to where it should be. But I know that she was a very stubborn lady, and she didn't like asking for help, but a time came when she needed to. I feel that she struggled with her mobility later in life, but I feel that she had quite a few health problems. I'm feeling a bit dizzy, so I don't know if that's with her or somebody here. I know she got arthritis and it was quite debilitating. I do feel I've got a bit of tummy trouble, so I don't know if that's with her or somebody here. And I do feel about a bit chesty as well. She goes, well, when one thing went wrong, everything went wrong. And she's just laughing. She was very organised as well. She knew what she was doing every day. She knew where she was going every day. But she was such a people person. everybody knew this lady. She'd be going down High Street to do some shopping and it'd take her like 10 times longer than anybody else because she'd stop and have a chat to everybody, but she thrived on that. But she did love her family, but I do feel there's been a bit of distance in the family since this lady passed. So this could be your grandma. Biscuits and gravy. She's saying you've needed some support recently. Oh, and I've got Melissa as well. Let's see if I can break the link. Split the link. I know who I need to speak to has needed some support recently that they've not felt themselves, and they felt like that they're at a crossroads and not knowing which direction to take. I know this lady would have liked her ornaments, and she's saying also she liked photos. She had loads of different photos up around the house, and I know that it'd have been like from when you were children, you like your school photographs to family photographs, and she says they all held memories. And she, let me see, and memories being important. I do feel also that she had a faith or a belief. Elephant collection. I could just see them in the distance, Melissa. I couldn't work out what they were, but I knew she had them dotted everywhere. She says some people thought they were dust collectors. To me they were treasures, and they were important to her. But elephants for me mean strength, but family. Family being, because elephants are always together, but they mean strength to me, and family being important, which they were to this lady. I know either the name June or the month of June is significant. Let me see, and also December quite significant. Right, well, your job to dust them, Melissa. She's going, you were a good girl, and she's smiling. I am going to work with both Melissa and Biscuits and Gravy, so I am drawn to you both, and so I'll come to Melissa first. She is laughing about the dusting, but she's saying you were such a good girl and you always wanted to help out, and you were such a, she goes, you're such a lovely person and you always want to help out everybody. She loved having you around, and I do feel like she taught you a lot in life. She taught you different things. I feel you'd have done some baking with her as well. So I can see like a, mixing bowl with cake batter in, and she goes, there's stuff everywhere, but we had a nice time. And she says you always had an inquisitive mind as well. She wants to tell you that things will get easier. So there's been so much going on in your life and you've not had time to process things. And she's just telling you that things will get easier. But she loved that, I felt that love for, the motherly energy with her for you, and you said you cooked together, and she loved that you were interested in that. And she's saying you always made me smile, And if you ever did a drawing for her, it was like a masterpiece. When you were a child, she'd put it on the fridge or something. It was a masterpiece to her. And she liked saving things that you'd done, because you'd done them for her. I feel that she was a book lover, so I feel like she liked reading. If that's not with her, it's with you. And you've felt recently that you've been taking one step forward and one step back. But she says to follow your gut instinct. So I feel that you've been doubting yourself a bit, and you need to follow your gut, trust your gut. And I feel that there's been a bit of upset around you recently, and it's your time now. I do feel there's a bit of change coming in for you as well. I've got this card for you, Melissa, and it says, the sarong you painted for her with returns. That's nice that she's kept them, and then that they were given to you. She read gossip magazines. Is there somebody around you that likes reading books? Well, she's showing me a pile of books. She says, I like to know what we're going on in everybody's lives. So come together. Fairies like to be busy, and a group of them is showing you that many hands make light work. Working as a team helps to get the job done. So you like your own company, and you like time on your own when you get it to do what to do what you need to do. You're happy just sat there having a breather, having like 10 minutes to yourself while you're having a cuppa. But you love being with your family as well, and coming together as a family. And she's saying you're so busy, but you do need to put yourself first as well. But working as a team really does help, and you appreciate that. There's a lot of gold in the card, and gold for me is for new beginnings, a new chapter. So I feel that there's something new coming into your life, and it feels quite positive. And she's saying when one door closes, another one opens. So just embrace the new, embrace the change. But it's something I feel you've been waiting for. There's a lot of green in the card, and green for me is healing colour, so I feel there is somebody around you that needs some healing, if not yourself. But there's like plants in a garden, so I know that your gran would have liked plants and flowers. And you also, you like the outdoors as well, because this is set like in a garden, so you like being able to get some fresh air when you can. But there's a lot of lights around, and lights for me, when I see them in a card, is energy. So I know that you've talked to spirit, and you do have that connection. And your gran loves that you're always chatting to them, and let me see, chatting to them and asking for help and guidance. Oh wow, you've got her chive in your garden. And I can imagine your 3 girls do keep you busy. But she's saying to keep talking, because sometimes you bottle things up, and she wants you to open up more and talk about your feelings. She goes, and if you don't know who to talk to, she says you can always talk to me, because we always had lovely chats. But she loves you so much, Melissa, and she's just, she's radiating so much love. She goes, you were always special to me, and you always will be. I've always got your back, and I will always stand up for you. I'm always here to bring you the guidance that you need, and the love and the support. So just be you. Don't change for anybody, because you're so special, and I love you just as you are. So I feel that over the years sometimes people have tried to change you years ago, or said you need to be like this or something, but you are special as you are. And I feel that you've had to take a step back from negativity as well, because that really drains your energy. So I'll leave a love with you, Melissa. It was a pleasure to work with you. She's such a lovely lady. So thank you. Can I go back to biscuits and gravy now, please? Are you still with us? Oh, you're so welcome, Melissa. It was a pleasure. She's a lovely lady. So much love for you. Hi there. So I know this, I think said where's your gran. I do feel like you could take a lot of what I said to Melissa. She was a lovely, supportive lady. I do feel there's been a fallout in the family, or somebody's just not getting on since she passed, and she's going, well, I've not got enough time for this. Everybody needs to get on. So I know she was the glue that kept everybody together. And she'd just support everybody, and she always had your back. If she saw something she didn't like, she'd speak up. She says, I'd be kind, she says, but I'd say what I thought. She goes, nobody upsets my family. So I know she was really protective of all her family. I feel like your head could explode at the minute. I feel that you've got that much going on in your head that you just need to take a breath and trust your intuition. So I know you've got a really good intuition, and you know if somebody's not telling the truth, and that you've had people upset you recently, and she doesn't like to see you upset. She says you try and show that you're not upset, but things have got to you, and she's here, she says, to support you like she always was. I know there must be a birthday coming up, because she's stood in her kitchen and she's got the radio on. She's baking a cake, so I know there's a birthday coming up. But also I know that she loved baking. She liked cooking as well, but she'd be like, adapt recipes. She goes, I'd add things. Some people would think they were a bit strange, but it all came together and it were always nice. She goes, oh, I'll add a bit of this, I'd have a bit of that. And if she needed to go shopping but she couldn't get out, she'd just open the fridge and see what were there. There were always fresh cakes in, or biscuits, and she'd be making scones. She goes, oh, we're partial to a scone with cream and jam. And she's smiling. She's got a beautiful smile. And she did look after herself. Her hands feel so soft. And her skin, she says, I didn't look as old as you think I did. But she's got a really good sense of humour. And she says, I was able to laugh at myself as well. She's such a lovely, kind and caring lady, and I know that she is really missed, because I know you'd have turned to her for anything, and she was always there to listen. And I know that things have been hard on you recently, and I just feel like I've got the weight of the world on my shoulders, and that you feel like you're going round in circles. You're not switching off. You've just got that much on your mind. And she's saying that you put everybody first, but remember to look after yourself, because you're important. I do feel that there is animals in spirit as well. I feel that we've got some dogs and cats. Oh. Let me just remove my cat. She's just knocking my light over. So I do feel that there is a lot of animals in spirit as well. Let me see. She's not said anything to me yet about her eldest grandson. I can only bring forward what she does want to speak about, but she's more concerned about you. I do feel though that there is somebody that needs some support around you. I feel that there's somebody that's not talking, they're not themselves, and just give me a second, that they need to open up. So I don't know if that's somebody linked to yourself, but I do know that there is somebody that's been really fed up, that they're not themselves, they don't want to be around people, and they need to open up because they're bottling things up. But yeah, many animals in spirit. She's saying, well, sometimes you get more sense out of animals, and she's laughing. So I know that there is a lot of animals there, because she says, well, they're all with me now. She goes, we go for these daily walks. So I know she liked being outside, and she loved flowers. I'm not very up on my flowers, which she's laughing about, but there's some orange ones, and you bottle up. She's saying if you don't want to talk to anybody physically, if you don't know who to open up to, then to talk to her, because you know she's there, because she loves you and she supports you, and she's saying just talk to me. And she's saying to write things down as well. And I feel that I do feel that you've got you do have a connection to spirit. I do feel that connection to spirit as well. And I know you do talk to your loved ones. But orange to me is creativity. So I do feel that either you're quite creative or she's quite creative. But she's bringing you some yellow as well for some upliftment. But she's bringing in some yellow daffodils. And she's saying that that's a sign of spring for me. And she's saying that sometimes the winters are hard, but the spring is time for new possibilities. Orange is your favourite colour. So to embrace to what's to come, and just remember there's better things to come. But to embrace the change that's to come, because you've been waiting for new things to happen. But orange and yellow as well for me are like to give you a boost of energy. And I feel she loved the spring as well. She loved to see the crocuses, the bluebells and the daffodils and tulips. They always made her smile, and she just wants to see you smile more. And I know she loved her photographs as well, and I feel that you do. You've got a lot of photographs. But she's saying, I feel there's some photos that went missing, and she's just saying that the memories are in your heart and they always will be. And she says we made a lot of memories together, and I cherished each and every one. So I'll leave her love with you, and thank you for working with me. And she just wants to support you and to talk to her, because she's there to listen. So thank you. I hope it has helped. It was a pleasure to bring her through. Let me see. I have a man with me now, and I feel this man is either a husband or a partner, because I just feel the love from this man is immense, and it's a special kind of love. He's saying he loved his partner. He was a bit of a joker. He was very funny. He says, well, I thought I was funny. He says, not everybody else might have done. He says, but I thought I was funny. And I know the sitter needs some upliftment as well. I don't feel he's been gone too long. He's not been gone years and years. I just get the sense that he's been not as long since he passed. I know the sitter's been seeing shadows in the house, because on my wall in front of me I just saw shadows, and I know the sitter's been seeing them too. He loved family life. He was a hard worker. He'd have done anything for his family. He just supported everybody. He says, I was quite soft inside, you know. And he's making me laugh. So I've got Bernadette and Susie. And I know it's not a father, Tommy. I know it's a partner or a husband. I'm going to go to Bernadette and then I'll come to Susie. So I do feel it's going to be hard to split, so I'll just work with you both. You saw a face on your wall last week. I do feel you're going to see more and more, Bernadette. It's all these shadows on my wall. They just keep coming, and Spirit are just trying to say, we're here. And I know that you're wanting to move forward on your spiritual path. Yeah, that makes sense. Tough on the exterior, but it was a softie. That's good you take a picture of it. And also get a notebook, because he's putting a notebook and pen in front of you. And get a notebook and journal everything you've seen. Because it will help. He's going, but don't lose the notebook. So I don't know if... I think he's been playing games with you, Bernadette. I think that sometimes you put something down and go back and it's not there. And that's why he's saying don't lose the notebook. But he's just got this proper belly laugh. And I know he was a bit of a joker. That's good, you've been writing things down. And that'll be why he brought that in. But he does move things around your house. He was always a tower of strength to you. And I know it was hard when he passed. And I don't know if he had problems with his heart, or there's somebody else in spirit that had heart problems, because I just felt a sudden pain in my heart. Yeah, he definitely was your protector. He's laughing at this. I'm going to ask you to tell him to leave my stuff alone. He's going, well, you'd miss it if I stopped, but he's just laughing. I feel that you felt a bit flat recently. Your dad had a sudden heart attack, and you've just had a lot going on. It's been a hard couple of years, and you've had so much going on that you've needed his support, and he's always there to cheer you up. And he is laughing that you told him off last night. I do feel he was quite a sociable man as well. He liked to be out and about. He had some good friends, but he just wanted to. He says, "Yeah, I spent time with my friends, but I always wanted to come home and be with you." He says, "I just loved it when we did things together." So if he were out with his mates, he'd be thinking, "Oh, how long till I can go home? I want to be with you." And he's got so much love for you. Yeah, he definitely was the life and soul. But he loved it when you two went out together. And I know that let me see. He was quite a romantic as well. He was quite a romantic, and I know that he says, "Oh, I'd go out, I've had a good time." But if she went out with me, I would always happy when I got home and we could snuggle up and just talk. So I know you could open up to each other about anything and talk about anything. He was your rock. He says, "I'll always be your rock, I'll always support you." And he'd turn up with flowers. He showed me a bunch of red roses, and red for me is for passion, so that he'd buy you perfume, he'd buy you jewellery. I'm seeing like a necklace and some earrings. And he did like to spoil you, Bernadette. You were just ready, you had the perfect relationship. And I know you're heartbroken without him, but he's saying that your heart is healing slowly. But he will always be there with you. I've got the name Stephen, so I don't know if that's a significant, Steve or Stephen, if that's a significant name around you or your fiance. I gave you a necklace before he passed, and I know that you treasure that. He gave me April as a significant month, and I've got July as well. I've got September and then October, but I could give you every month. But he's bringing a lot of blue around you for some calmness, and I know there's somebody that needs some healing as well around you. But he's so supportive, and he knows you've needed his support. And I feel that you felt a bit tired as well recently, that you've just felt like you needed to sleep, even though you've got a lot going on. And by end of day you go to bed, you're shattered, but you stay awake because you've got a lot on your mind. He says he lays with you on a night until you go to sleep. Bless him. I've got this card for you, and it says purity. Always trust in the purity of your heart. Look inside your heart, and within it you will find the answer to your questions. And I feel, Bernadette, that you've had a lot of questions that you needed answers to recently. And I know you've been asking your loved ones in spirit, your spirit team, questions. And it's just saying, but deep down you know, answer yourself, don't you? It says you keep asking all these questions, but if you took a breath and just thought, you'd be like, oh yeah, that's the answer. But I know it brings you comfort asking questions, because it's bringing them close. In the card there's a unicorn, and unicorns to me feel magic. So keep believing in the magic. And the unicorn's like got an oil lamp in its mouth, and it's like it's guiding the way for you. And that's what Spirit are trying to do, especially your fiance. He says we're trying to help guide the way for you, lead. We will always lead you when you follow. This is your own path, but just keep moving forwards. And I know that connection to Spirit helps you. A lot of pink in this card, and pink for me is for love. So I know that you have a lot of love in Spirit. There's also the white of the unicorn, and white for me is for peace. And I feel that you needed that peace of mind. But I know nature's important to you, and there's a significant dog in Spirit as well. But it's saying just keep looking forwards. Look back at all the happy times we had together. And I know that you had some amazing holidays together and you loved the sunshine. And I feel that he's saying you've been talking about a trip away, a weekend away or something. And he's saying that'll do you the world of good. But just be kind to yourself. And love yourself. And just take the time. He says there's no need to rush. It is a journey. But a journey that he will always take with you. So I'll leave his love with you, Bernadette. And I really hope that helped. It would a pleasure to work with you. And the love that he has is amazing for you. Oh, your dog, Hesky. Oh, lovely. Oh, it's definitely around you, Bernadette. But he says he's looking after him for you. He says we're having some nice long walks. So I'll just leave his love with you and thank you for working with me. I am coming to you now, Susie. And I feel you could take a lot of what I said to Bernadette. And I know that you said it's not been long since he passed. And I felt that it hadn't been. I'm just going back through. I passed 6 months ago. I knew it wasn't long. You had a great partnership. And he was a huge support. You were a huge support to each other. You were such a unit. You would know what each other was thinking. And you knew when there was something wrong with him, if he'd had a bad day. And you'd sit and talk for hours and hours. And you just enjoyed life together. And that was really important to you both, is the togetherness. He says it wasn't always easy life for us, but as a unit we could get through anything. And I know you could take his personality that I gave to Bernadette, that he was a joker. He liked to have a laugh, he was so uplifting. But he had that soft side as well. And he was a romantic as well, he's telling me. He liked to show you that he loved you. He'd always spoil you on birthdays and anniversaries. Just to let you know that he cared, that he loved you, even though you knew he liked to do nice things for you. And I feel you both like nature as well, being outside. I don't know if it's something you've ever done, but I just saw a tent. So I don't know if you ever went camping together, but I just saw a tent. But I know you had some nice trips away and days out, and you did a lot together. He liked to spoil, and I know you've just put you were amazing at spoiling me out of the blue, but he liked to spoil you out of the blue because you didn't expect it. He loved just turning up at home, and he'd have a gift for you. Or he'd take you out to a nice meal. You camped a lot. Just the outdoors was so important to you both. You liked having some fresh air. You liked being by the water. You felt a sense of calm camping. You felt at one with nature. You loved seeing what was there, in the great outdoors. And you'd go on some nice walks. You'd sit up on an evening and have talk until late at night, just listening to the sounds of nature. And them holidays were really relaxing. And I know you've not been away since he passed. It's making me feel like that anyway. But he's saying there is people you could have a break with, because you've got a lot of pressure on yourself. You're heartbroken. He passed 2 weeks. He passed 2 weeks before we set off in our new home. Oh, bless you, Susie. And I just feel that you're having your good days, you're having your hard days, which you always will have. He is always around you. He says, I love you so much, and I'm eternally grateful that you were in my life. We always supported each other. We always supported each other's decisions. And he just wanted to give you the world and take you on new experiences. And then it's showing me a big spider. So I feel there's somebody around you that's scared of spiders. I know I am. It made me, when I saw it, Susie, I'm like, oof, I don't like spiders. And I've visited Australia and I had to become ignorant to them, so I kept seeing them everywhere, but I cringed every time. So I know there's somebody around you that's scared of spiders. You will have more hard days than good. It's still so very new. But it's just bringing a lot of healing around you. I know that you've sensed him there. You've seen shadows. You keep talking to him. Because I know you don't like upsetting people. And you're trying to be strong for everybody else around you. But he's saying to keep talking to me. Don't bottle your feelings up. Grasshoppers are your nemesis. Is there somebody around you that's scared of spiders? But he's saying just keep talking to me. I know you've got a special photograph of the two of you, but you've got a photograph of him on his own. And I feel that you'll say hello when you walk past. I know there's a photo on your bedside table, and you've not slept properly since he passed. It does try and help you go to sleep. But I know you wake up a lot in the night. You wake up a lot in the night and you're always at the minute exhausted. That's good you talk to him every day. I feel that you pretend you're okay because you don't want to upset people. So you try to be the strong one. But it's good that you talk to him, because he is trying to help you. I feel that you've been a bit angry also. You're going through all the different emotions. But he's saying that's normal. But I am trying to still be your rock. I'm still the John that you know. I know I'm not physically here. But I am here with you. And I always will be for the rest of your life. It's showing me like a candlelit dinner, so I know that that's something you would have done together. I need to give you August as a significant month. I feel there's something significant around March. And then we go into September. Oh, you have his photo with his ashes in a case. I said good man. Ah, that's what I was. He's just bringing all these little things through, Susie, just so it's like validation to you that even though you know he's there, when that evidence comes through, you know he is there, if that makes sense. I feel he had a significant, there's an aftershave that he liked. I just got this scent of a certain aftershave, and he tries to bring that scent around you as well. But I know you've got some things of his that's got his scent on as well, and I've seen you like sniffing something of his, and things like that bring him closer. But you talking to him every day, it just brings him closer and closer to you. But he's always got your back and he's always bringing you strength. I've got a card for you. A second. And it's this one. It says journey. It's time to prepare for a journey. It may be impromptu or planned. Either way, make sure you're ready when the time comes. Pack your passport now. And I feel it's a journey, a healing journey for you. And he's saying you need to take time for you as well, where you don't have to pretend that you're okay. This card, it's full of nature, so I feel that you go on some walks and he walks beside you, that being outdoors is important. There's like golden, I don't know if it's straw or hay or something in a field, but the gold for me is for change, and I do feel there's been a lot of change since he passed. And he's just saying to take each day as it comes. There's a lot of green, and green for me is for healing. And there's red, and red for me is for passion, but there's like a hare in the card, and it reminds me of the story, the tortoise and the hare. But it's all linked with grief, that grief, it's a journey, it's not a race. And don't let people think that you should be okay, because they don't feel how you're feeling. And you just need to process things as you do, as you can, but just be kind to yourself and just take your time. There's a lot of yellow as well, and yellow for me is for upliftment, but he's bringing that red, that passion, that love that he has for you. He's saying that you will always feel, but he will feel too. How you walk every day and live a totally different life since he passed. Life he would love. But we're living that life with you, just in spirit. But I know he gives you all the signs to let you know he's there, but I know you know he's there. And I'll just leave his love with you, his affection and support. But he just keeps saying, be kind to yourself. And just remember, we're doing this together. And we always will. So I'll leave his love with you, Susie, and thank you for working with me. Well, everybody, an hour goes very quick. I'd like to thank you all for being here today. I'm just going to give a card, and this card is for everybody. This card is called Transformation. This fairy tells you to surrender to a transformation in your life that's happening for your highest good. Embrace your transformation, because the best is yet to come. In life, we're always on a transformational journey. We're always learning and we're always growing. And it's all about embracing all the newness in life and going for what you want in life. It is a journey. You don't have to rush anything. You just take your time and keep focusing on moving forward. But go at your own pace, because your own pace makes you feel comfortable. But you're always growing, you're always learning. You learn from other people, you learn from talking to somebody, you learn from experiences. And all those experiences in life are helping you to move forward, but also it helps you to help others, which is important. But Spirit are always helping you, because they're the greatest teachers in the world. Are your loved ones in spirit? Are your spirit team? But just enjoy every moment of moving forward on your spiritual path, or in physical life. But just do what you can when you can. Just remember, Spirit are always with you. And you Spirit brings so much love forward for each and every one of you, and support. But just remember that you're worthy of everything you've got in life. But most important, you are enough. And they're just bringing a lot of pink, a lot of love around you, a lot of green for healing, because healing is so important. And we're all healing through the loss of loved ones. Even from somebody that's been past years, or somebody that's been past days. We're always healing because we miss them physically. But they're always trying to help us in spirit. And they're always leaving signs, whether it's a feather in front of your feet, a butterfly flying above your head, a robin in the garden, or somebody moving things around your house, or flickering lights and turning the telly on and off. Spirit are always giving you those signs so that you know you're not on your own, that they're always with you and they've always got your back. So thank you everybody for being here today. I really appreciate your love, your support and your kindness, and I look forward to being back again with you next week. So thank you everybody, and I'll see you all soon. Take care.